Stecoah Gap. Just got dropped off by Sherpa Al, and we are getting ready to start the Bartram Trail. To start the Bartram Trail going southbound, you actually have to start on the Appalachian Trail. So we are about to head up these stairs on the Appalachian Trail, and I think it's about an 8-mile approach to Stecoah, which is where the northern terminus of the Bartram Trail is. So let's get to hiking. We are at Stecoah. It was about 5.5 miles on the Appalachian Trail. This is officially where the Bartram Trail starts. It's pretty overcast and very foggy. I'll show you what views we have from up here, and we're going to start the actual Bartram Trail now. Can barely see anything out through there. A little bit of sunshine kind of gracing the tops of the mountains back through there, but lots of clouds and fog floating over it. We are descending off the side of Stecoah right now, still on the Appalachian Trail, so we're actually backtracking. We had to climb up to Stecoah and then come back down in order to take the off route to continue on the Bartram Trail. We sat down, had a quick snack, butt break, and actually ran into two of the first Sobo hikers that are about to finish the trail. They're just a couple hundred miles away from finishing. I think they said they had about 6 more days to go before they would finish on Springer Mountain, so that was pretty cool.
You said his trail name was Loco, though.
Yeah, Loco and Medicine Man. So this is what you see when you come up from the Bartram Trail, and this is the cutoff for the Bartram Trail. Just a little bit of footage to show you what the trail looks like. We are heading down, down, down. Got a little creek that's running off to the left of us, and can't really tell it on the video obviously, but it's pretty steep going down. This hip actually had a little slide down just a minute ago.
Fell right on my butt.
A nice little creek. We stopped and collected water.
I don't think it would be bad, but everything's damp.
But given where we're located, I think that's an always thing here.
Yeah.
So just came across a little woods road. A little muddy. Woo! Yeah,
You didn't see
a
that?
little muddy. Those are the Bartram Falls. Didn't try and say anything right there. It was so loud from the sound of the falls. But it's two separate ones converging into a single stream right there. It's really pretty, really neat. Section of the trail right here is rocky, moss covered, a little damp. Really pretty area. This is a large waterfall, and there's a hornet's nest right there. They're coming in and out of great big hornet's nest. To go with our great big falls. That's the trail straight ahead of us. Right there, it's a itty bitty little garter snake. It's just a little guy. Pretty nifty little bridge. Came from way down there, little road walk after doing a multi-use trail. We're coming up this graveled road. There's some sort of a silo here beside us. And we're just climbing. Climbing, climbing, climbing. Big old tower. Here's a nice view where the power lines cut through. Otherwise, we really haven't had any views as we've climbed. It is 8 o'clock at night and we are tucked into bed at our little stealth site that wasn't exactly where we had intended to end up tonight. We were really wanting to try and push for 20 miles. Ups and downs are a bit more challenging and steep than we were really ready to try and push through that quickly. So we did a total of, I think, like 17.8, almost 18 miles for the day. And I knew that there were, in the guidebook, numerous campsites that were listed along the way if we didn't do the 20. And kind of ran into a little fiasco with it because the campsites that we were coming up on, they weren't any good for camping at all. A ton of deadfalls lying all around the campsite, but worse than that, I mean, a dozen or so dead trees, big dead trees still standing, and definitely not safe to try and camp there. No. So we pushed past it just a little bit, like another 1/10 of a mile past the stream that's there, and kind of tucked into this little rhododendron alcove, I would say. It's not very level. I mean, side to side we're okay. We're just on a downhill slant. So we have our bags tucked underneath of our feet on the sleeping pads. Hopefully we won't slide down too badly tonight. He's almost snockered. He actually got stung by yellow jackets. He got nailed a couple times on the ankle.
On my right ankle, yeah.
Yeah. So he took some Benadryl just to try and help keep it from inflaming so much, and we both took some Aleve because we hurt. Our bodies hurt. Kind of surprised that there weren't more views. I mean, for the elevations that we were climbing and as high as we were, very, very few views. Most of it just, there's no clearing for you to be able to see past the trail. I mean, during the winter time you could probably see a little better with the leaves off the tree, but not a whole lot of views today.
No.
But tons of waterfalls.
Yep.
Yeah, had a lot of waterfalls there in the beginning. After we came down from Cheoah Bald, that Ledbetter Creek, I mean, it's just waterfall after waterfall after waterfall. We eventually just stopped filming and photographing them because it was slowing us down so much. So, gonna push on for tomorrow, probably tackle on the miles that we missed today to tomorrow's miles, depending on how much recovery we get for the day. Fingers crossed.
Yeah.
In terms of the trail itself, of course we did the Appalachian Trail approach, and it was actually not in as good a condition as I would have expected. A lot of vegetation overgrowth, like you were pushing through it constantly. We kind of soaked ourselves just with the dew on all of the plants as we were going through. Once we turned off onto the Bartram Trail, the trail actually, it was fantastic all the way down Ledbetter Creek area. I know that there's a lot of like warnings and such for the hikers, letting you know that it's steep, slippery rocks, and I mean it was, but it wasn't horrible. We've been on worse. We got back on the trail after we came up that little forest road. The trail maintenance definitely kind of took a turn for the worse. It wasn't horrible, but there was a lot more downfall, a lot more vegetation overgrowth, and not that this is a maintenance thing at all, but a lot more spiders. Good Lord. I knocked down hundreds of spiders today. I probably still have spider webs in my hair, actually. But yeah, so far, I'm just sore. A lot of miles, a lot of elevation. Let that Aleve work its magic and wake up new people in the morning.
I hope.
See you in the morning.
Good night.
Good night.